Stargate.
Whoa! Wait, more Stargate?
More Stargate. This is actually fascinating. You guys, Brad Wright, who is the writer, producer, creator, showrunner, or whatever of Stargate, SG-1, Atlantis, and Universe. Now he has this idea of creating a script, having AI create an entire Stargate script, okay? And then having the actors get together and look, even Joseph Malazzi talked about it. Having the actors get together and do a live reading of the script. And this is actually happening. This is like, I'll play a little right here, but
I love the way that this comes together because it doesn't start out that way. Like this clip isn't like, let's introduce this idea. It literally forms in his mind as he's talking, and you can just see on his face as the whole idea comes together and then is decided.
Yeah, well, let's watch it.
Short minute and a half.
This is YouTube is not going to get us for this.
Let's see it from the beginning.
Okay, here we go.
This is his conversation with the companion app.
Yeah.
Okay, Brad, one last thing before you go. Ben and Amanda, both on their podcast, had mentioned possible reunion. That could be fun. You know if it's possible?
I think it'd be great because I just don't know. You know what we could do? You know me and AI, right? You know how much I
this
like
is the moment.
My Travelers was all.
Like, oh, you know what we can do?
What if
he gets really
excited.
got
like a world-class AI to write scenes? Because AIs can read or watch the whole series in like, a minute and a half, right? They can just consume it and know it all. I think this could be fun. We should do this.
He's literally figuring this out.
Almost like a read-through / AI experiment.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. Do you think it'll be a good script, a bad script? What do you think the technology?
I don't know. I'm kind of scared about it, to be honest. I mean, if it's really good, I'm out of a job. But
even if it's bad,
if it's really good, I'm out of a job. I love that.
I think maybe better if it's bad.
Yeah.
Certainly better for me.
Yeah.
But these things can be fun and funny. Let's do it.
Oh,
let's do it. I know a lot of the cast would be all over this.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And I love how we got to see Brad's creative pop happen. Like how he must, when he's writing a script or coming up with an idea of how that kind of, builds up like a snowball, and then he just kind of bursts through with like this realization of something cool that can happen.
Right. Yes. And I'm trying to find it, but there's too many comments here. But dude, it was a bunch of the actors also was like, oh yeah, I'm down. Let's do that. Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, it sounds good. And there's a test script going on. Like there's you can get involved with this, like suggest like the name of it, and you can like, cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The whole companion thing is turning into, because there's so much more content than when it first came out, it's definitely more interesting to me than it was. When it first came out, I was like, that's cool, whatever. But there's so much more, there's so much going on now where it's like, oh, it might really be worth it to get the companion.
Well, the guys behind the companion are very passionate, motivated, and they're doing it for the right reason. So right. It is another subscription for people who want to be a part of that. But I will say that it's coming from a good place and it's being made by good people. So
I agree.
Not saying that you should go out and run out and get it, but if you do, I don't think you'll be too disappointed at all. I do want to say that this whole idea of the AI, it's very interesting. The idea that, they're going to input all of this information about Stargate into a computer that's going to spit out a script based on what's already happened. It's possible you might even get a very interesting script because it's going to be based on what are we complaining about these days? We're complaining that they keep changing things. They keep making things new. They keep interjecting political correctness and all this other garbage into series.
Yeah.
Well, guess what a computer is going to do? It's going to take the purity of what was already done and continue that which we loved and cared about before. So maybe an AI script would be better.
Right. Well, yeah. Because what do you say? You can the AI can watch the entire series in a minute and a half.
Right. Yeah.
So it knows what the characters are, their motivations. Like, if it's a world-class AI, like you said, then it can scan through all the entire series every script, every word, understand the basic formula and how the characters perceive things or whatever, and create a script that has to follow canon.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
It has
Imagine
to follow canon.
If I was a writer and I had the money they had, I would get an AI just to pop out scripts where I can be like, okay, let me see if I can punch this up a little bit. You know
And then
what I mean?
clean it up, right?
Yeah, clean it up, punch it up. You know, that way you don't even got to come up with the idea anymore.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, I don't know. I'm interested to see what happens. I really, I think the best part news of this whole thing isn't the AI. It's the fact that they can get everybody to come and do a table reading, which would be cool just to get everybody together. And you know what it also proves, Brian? It proves that if they can get all of them together for a table reading, it would not be that hard to get them all together to perhaps do something with a new series on Amazon.
Oh, yeah. That's a given. Look at this. So Brad Wright suggests it. Moments later, Amanda Tapping, color me intrigued, very intrigued, right? And Michael Shanks, I double dare it, right? Like he's down.
Right.
And Joseph Malazzi, of course, is on board. And what do they say? What are we going to do? We're going to feed a top-of-the-line AI everything Stargate, give fans their input, starting with the name. Out pops a script for the new Stargate material, then some familiar faces will reunite to perform it live. Which...
Live, huh?
I would watch that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that'll get you to subscribe to the companion.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I just cannot wait. It's like every day I'm waiting for new Stargate news, for Amazon to finish this deal, for us just to get to that next place.
Come on.
I think we mentioned it before. Next week, Brian, I just want to make sure that people are clear. Next week on the members stream, we are going to, we did the Save the Gate. We were behind the Save the Gate movement.
Yeah, we're those guys.
And so, okay, that's weird. But so we have another one that's going to push Amazon now that we're going to start, and we're going to let our members know that next week during the members only live stream. So if you're watching now, then make sure you're there for that next week, because we are going to, it's a whole campaign, man. I've got it all lined up, and it's going to be cool. And it's really going to get Amazon. I mean, Amazon listens to these types of things. Yep. So I think if we can get enough signatures and we can get enough support behind it, we can get them thinking, okay, Stargate's what's got to come first out of the gate.
And this time we'll get some help from some friendly faces that you've probably already seen.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's it for Stargate. Let us know what you guys think below. Hit that comment section. Okay, what should this Stargate script be called? I don't know. Electric Sheep Dream.
Thanks for watching. To see the full conversation, become a member of the Popcast family. Use the link in the description below, or go to our channel and click the join button. Select your tier, and we'll see you at the next show.